overhead press. So a couple different things as I'm dancing here with the barbell. A couple different things I want to go over with an overhead press is, remember what we did with the band to shoulder distraction early on, right? So everything that you do overhead, you want to make sure that your lower body and your core is nice and tight, nice and strong to support that weight overhead. The reason why our vertebrae has been naturally designed the way the vertebrae are stacked is because that's the most support that we can have with our spine, right? So when we're doing anything overhead, any kind of pressing overhead, we want to make sure that we have joints that are stacked above each other. So for instance, the overhead position, when you're pressing up, if you look from the side, ideally you want your wrist above your elbow, elbow above your shoulder, shoulder above your hip, hip above your knee, and your knee above your ankle. That's going to be the most support that you can have. So if you just were to think that if you have a lot of weight or any kind of weight really, and you're pressing it up this way, that's weight being over here, while it's not stacked over your joints, can be a lot of pressure for your shoulder, right? And if you don't have a strong core, if this isn't tight, if your abs aren't engaged and your glutes aren't engaged, and you have this kind of natural, even maybe a little bit exaggerated position here where your butt's out and your hips are back, now you have that weight up here, it's not really the best support system. So that's one thing you should pay attention to when you're doing anything overhead. If you're using a barbell, every barbell, especially in here at Body, has a little smooth part in the center and then like almost a grip tape on the side. So ideally, put your thumbs on the line on each side and then wrap your hands around, and now you're in a balanced position. You're in the center of the bar, and it's going to be the best position to be in. Obviously, you don't want to be off center, right? So take that barbell, walk it out, squeeze your glutes. Think about the plank we just did. Squeeze your glutes, tuck that butt underneath, make sure you pull your head back, chin back, and you're pressing, and you're ending up with all of those joints stacked above each other. But at the same time, my glutes are engaged, my core is nice and tight. Okay, that's the overhead press with the barbell, which is really, as far as structurally goes, no different than if you're using dumbbells. Here, whether you're in a neutral grip or a wide grip here, same principles apply. Squeeze your glutes, keep that core nice and tight. Or neutral grip here, squeeze your glutes. Okay, I'm going to suggest working from the ground up. So glutes are engaged, core is nice and tight, then you can move freely with your overhead press.